Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the free bounty hunt monster. We're going to go ahead and do an analysis on it. I'm going to go ahead and compare it with other monsters in the game, and we're going to see whether this monster is actually worth your grind or not. So this is going to be an analysis video on this new mythic monster, and again, it's going to be available in the next bounty hunt. It's going to be free to play. So I hope you guys are excited for this video. If you are, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the notifications on. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so this was supposed to be the community manager of the game. Take a look at the little backstory. If you guys want to go ahead and pause and read it, you can. I'm going to go ahead and get into analysis straight away. So this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is SLIMOK. Okay, so SLIMOK is basically the one of the newest mythic monsters coming out very soon. It's going to be in the bounty hunt. It's going to be free to play. So that's the name. Take a look at the first skill, From Beyond. It applies evasion to itself, life regen to itself, requires cooldown. So you get self evasion, self protection, and also life regen comes with it. Annihilation deals moderate dark damage to an enemy, applies bleeding and total blind to an enemy. So it comes with a torture there, which is bleeding. Event Horizon deals low dark damage to all enemies, removes positive status from all enemies, applies bleed to all enemies, requires cooldown. So it's an AoE PER basically. So you have an AoE PR there. And then we have the Call, which deals moderate dark damage to all enemies, applies nightmares and total blind to all enemies. So everybody will be total blinded and they can't really attack. And then there's also nightmares, which will deal some damage every turn. Now take a look at the books. So there's a books, the Underworld. I think that is Undead, if I'm not mistaken, with Evil Legions, right? For the trait, you have Abomination, which is actually kind of nice. And then you have Immune to Daze, not so good, and a status caster Nightmares. And I'm guessing set to everybody. Yep, area Nightmares. So everybody will basically start off with Nightmares. Not bad, but honestly, I would say mediocre traits in my opinion. I'm not really a huge fan of it. I like the Abomination, that's about it. Even area Nightmares, I mean, yeah, you're just gonna deal some damage. It's just a little bit of damage with stamina removal, but stamina removal, you can always just regenerate stamina with like relics. So I don't think that's really that good in my opinion. Anyways, let's take a look at the stats. So level 100, you get about 131,196 life. Okay. 10,276 power. You don't have to worry about the strength. It's on attacker. But then the speed actually matters, and it's 8,382. That speed is really good in my opinion. That's actually pretty high. So element is of course dark, and dark only of course. So you gotta watch out for light monsters. Anyways, relics, trap. Come on, really? I'm not really a huge fan of that, honestly. But let's see what we have over here, because these are also important. Maybe they didn't put out his best skills up there, you know what I mean? Let's see. The Thing. Okay. The Thing, it's a moderate dark damage to an enemy, applies bleeding. It's a spammable skill as long as you have the 26 stamina for it. The Void deals low dark damage to all enemies, applies blind to all enemies. So 50% blind right there. There is the Ritual, which deals low dark damage to all enemies, applies nightmares to all enemies. 36 stamina cost with 200 cooldown. And then Sacrifice, which deals moderate dark damage to an enemy, removes positive status from an enemy twice, removes 20% of total life from itself. Ouch. So yeah, you're PERing twice, but the thing is that 20% total life removal kind of sucks. But hey, here's the thing. You can probably actually make it up with the evasion and life regen in some way. But honestly, I don't think you'll really get a second chance, especially like in Elite Wars with this monster. Honestly, Elite Wars, you gotta be really good. And honestly, with this monster, I think he's kind of alright. I wouldn't say he's like the worst, but also I wouldn't say he's the best right now, like in the meta. I just don't think this monster will really make it. Maybe his double PER in a way will be useful, and maybe the AoE PER, but again, we have other monsters out there, you know what I mean? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to say about this monster. I really don't. I'm not really a huge fan of the traits. I like the Abomination, and that's about it. The double relic trap, that doesn't really go well, especially with his life, you know what I mean? The 20% life removal. So I honestly don't know. I feel like this monster could have been really OP. Like, look at the design. The design is so awesome, right? They could have made this monster so powerful, but they just decided not to. So I would say personally, for those of you guys that will be participating in the bounty hunt, I would say just get the monster to whatever rank you want. You don't really have to max it out, because I personally think this monster won't really make it up, you know, out there. So maybe if this monster had a PER skill with an extra turn, and then another skill, and then you can PER again, maybe that PER skill would be like a 1 turn cooldown or something. That would have been really nice. You could have definitely done a lot with it, but yeah, you don't really have those extra turns and stuff like that, and there are just better monsters out there in my opinion than SLIMOK. So yeah. Anyways, let's take a look at the ultimate. Whispers in Darkness. It deals heavy dark damage to all enemies of disabled traits and nightmares, and also bleeding to all enemies. That's not so bad, but what if the enemy has some type of evasion? That ult will go to waste. I mean, you can PER one turn, but then you're gonna have to wait until the next turn. And that PER, it only comes with what? Hold on. The PER twice, it removes 20% of total life, which actually leaves you a bit vulnerable, so you only have 80% of life. And in most battles, you will actually have lower than that, because there's 7 Sins talent and almost everybody runs it. There are other tortures such as beast tortures and stuff like that. Things like that you gotta watch out from, you know what I mean? So that, and also the other PPR skill apparently just PRs everybody, and then you only deal low dark damage and it applies bleeding. Okay, bleeding not bad, but maybe if it was cursed or something that would have been better. But in my personal opinion, again, I don't think this monster will really make it in the top tier meta. I think they're just better monsters in my opinion, honestly. But for the trap, you can probably do like Slumster Trap with Wormhole's Trap or Fundy's Trap or Double Slumster Trap if you want to go with that. But honestly, just try to mix it up a little so you don't have the same thing unless you're doing like Double Wormhole Trap or something. But I wouldn't really recommend that because remember, you're supposed to take in the first turn. You're going to be using this monster to PER the enemy, stuff like that. So I would say maybe Slumster Trap with Fundy's Trap would probably be the best, or something else. Just a mix of that. Just make sure you have Slumster Trap though to regenerate stamina. But again, I'm not really a huge fan of the 20% total life from itself. But overall, I would say this monster is okay-ish, okay? And I don't know. I'd say it's just okay-ish, honestly. Have you guys seen this, by the way? I wanted to point this out earlier. 52 stamina cost on the call skill, which is so high. But that's not it. Look at this other one, 48 stamina cost on Event Horizon. Then we have 42 stamina, 46 stamina, 38, 36, 30, and 26 is the lowest. I mean, especially the 4 best skills that you're going to be carrying around. Those are really high stamina costs, and I'm not really a huge fan of it. And look at the cooldowns, 3 turn, and the other 2 are fine. They're just 2 turn cooldowns. But again, it's just the other ones I'm not really a huge fan of. So, kind of sucks. The cooldown and also stamina cost is really high in my opinion, so I feel like that could have been better. But anyways guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's monster analysis. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.